Moses Ituama accused Dillian White of playing a very cheap to catch wolf as he questioned his opponent's respectful approach before Saturday's heavyweight fight in Saudi Arabia. At a cordial news conference in Riyadh, the Britons exchanged pleasantries, thumbs up and handshakes, but veteran White described the unbeaten Ituama, who is 20 years old, as the future of heavyweight boxing and has been complimentary throughout the fighting week. While speaking to reporters, the 37-year-old said there was no weakness in his younger opponent's game, but Ituama's reference to the wolf and sheep metaphor highlights a strategy where the sheep, a seemingly weaker or harmless player, pretends to be vulnerable in order to catch the stronger and more aggressive wolf off guard. We are all heavyweights. Any fight can end at any point. I am not delusional, according to Ituama. I know what threat Dillian White poses. I'm not overlooking him. I'm taking him seriously. Well, White was quick to dismiss the idea, though, as he insisted, ain't no sheep around here. A lot of wolves, but no sheep. You can understand the young man is learning big lessons in his early days, of course, in his career. But you can understand that the boy says, listen, I understand what is happening here. We are all heavyweights, man. There is no need for you to come good at me. I do not want it. I don't want that around me. I know we are aiming for something, and it's to beat each other, blue, black, and purple. So Moses Ituama, 20-year-old, learning lessons at a very young age, and Dillian White says, listen, boy, we do not have any sheep here. We are all wolves. Welcome to the boxing world, I tell you. I'm still talking boxing this morning. Well, across the 18-month period that Daniel Dubois has been working with his coach, well, it says he will no longer be working with Kieran Farrell. Farrell joined forces with Team Dubois back in 2024 to work alongside head trainer Don Charles. Dubois, along that time, claimed 2 victories over both Filip Hrgovic and Anthony Joshua. Following Dubois' 5th round stoppage of Joshua, he signed a deal to face Alexander Usyk for a second time, where the winner of the bout sets to claim the title heavyweight champion of the world. On their rematch, saw the 27-year-old get knocked down twice by the Ukrainian in the 5th round before being counted out by the referee to watch Usyk claim the crown. Now the question is, who exactly is he going to work with? Who exactly does he really want to work with? I'm super surprised by Daniel Dubois, honestly. I do not expect him to be changing managers at this time. But then you want to say the boy's head is in the game and maybe he's just saying what we're not saying, honestly. Now their rematch saw the 27-year-old get knocked down twice by the Ukrainian in the 5th round before being counted out by the referee to watch Usyk claim the crown. Just shy of 1 month since Dubois' 3rd professional defeat, Farrell has issued a statement on social media to confirm his departure. He said, and I'm going to quote this morning, I have made the decision to part ways with Team Dubois. In the 18 months with DDD, we have achieved so much, including unforgettable night in Wembley, helping Daniel Dubois become world champion and being truly rewarding on a number of levels. I wish Daniel all the very best going forward. Farrell had a professional boxing career of his own ahead of becoming a coach. But of course, that career just didn't end well, although it came to an end when he just turned 22, when he lost his bout against Anthony Crawler via unanimous decision as he nearly lost his life and he suffered a bleed in the brain or on the brain. So reasons why he said, listen, this is not my call, let me just head into coaching. But then parting ways with Daniel Dubois, oh boy, I actually think maybe for the best really for Daniel Dubois, if you ask me. I would say go on, man, maybe get your hands on better trainers and let's see what the future holds for you. All the best to Daniel Dubois, and I just hope that he's able to lay his hands on that coveted trophy. It's going to be after Alexander Usyk has actually had his reign as far as the heavyweight category is concerned. And away from boxing this morning, well, we can actually talk tennis. Did I say tennis? We can actually talk basketball, I beg your pardon. And it's good news if you ask me, coming the way of the Tigress. Well, Nigeria's the Tigress have been ranked the 8th best women's basketball team in the latest FIBA women's ranking, world ranking I need to say. Well, the Tigress sit pretty at the 8th in the latest FIBA ranking, after they won the Women Afro-Basket title a record 7 times, with the most recent victory being their 5th consecutive win this year. With their dominance in Africa, women basketball is unparalleled, and they also qualified for the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup. Elsewhere, Great Britain dropped 2 places to 22nd, while Belgium reached the top 5 following their Eurobasket women win. South Sudan is the biggest climber as they jumped 31 spots to 55th in the world, while USA, the expected, continue to top the rankings. But then for the Tigress of Nigeria, it's good news if you ask me. Super excited for them, and I honestly cannot wait for them to be world champions, because with the way they're going, even though we know there are some obstacles, but they're surmountable, I tell you. Rana Wakama and her girls have got so much respect from millions of Nigerians, and I do appreciate the fact that, they put all of the work in there, even when, they were thrown under the bus and it didn't look like they were not going to be able to make it. But guess what? They fought their way through and were able to be crowned champions on the continent of Africa again. After doing it 4 times, it's now 5th on the bounce. Stand up for the Tigress of Nigeria. They're now 8th on the continent, 8th in the world, I beg your pardon. So certainly put some respect on their name. Well, let's quickly switch gears this morning and talk football on the show. Well, so much to talk about. But today is the day the Lord has made. The 2025-2026 English Premier League returns today, with Liverpool in action this evening. Well, before we delve into that, let's talk the CHAN tournament. Of course, I know Nigerians are no longer happy with the Super Eagles B team getting themselves knocked out of the CHAN tournament. You want to say our attention has switched already. But we'll continue to talk about the CHAN tournament. Because why? Well, Nigeria still has a 3rd game to play right there. Well, 5 teams have been officially eliminated from the ongoing CAF African Nations Championship CHAN. Following Thursday's decisive group stage fixtures, Zambia and Angola became the latest casualties after suffering defeats to Morocco and DR Congo respectively. Well, Morocco east-passed Zambia 3-1 in Group A clash, while DR Congo secured a 2-0 victory against Angola. But that result leaves Zambia rooted to the bottom of the group with no points from 3 matches and just 1 fixture remaining. Angola sits 4th with 4 points from 4 matches. Well, you want to say, group leaders Kenya currently top the standings with 7 points from 3 matches, followed closely by Morocco and DR Congo, each with 6 points and from 3 games. While the elimination, Zambia and Angola join Nigeria, Burkina Faso and Central African Republic, who were earlier knocked out in making an early exit from the competition. We're talking about the teams that have been eliminated officially. We have Zambia, we have Angola, there is Nigeria, there's Burkina Faso, and of course Central African Republic. These ones, they don't knock them come out. Well, this is the 8th edition of the African Nations Championship CHAN, the biannual association football tournament organized by the Confederation of African Football, featuring national teams consisting of players currently playing in their respective local leagues, hosted by Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. And it starts on the 2nd of this month. It will run through the 30th of this month, and is the first edition to be hosted by 3 countries. We'll have some games today, as it's going to be Guinea up against Algeria by 3 p.m. Nigerian time, and Niger Republic will take on South Africa by 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Even though Nigeria will play next week Tuesday, you want to say it's au revoir, au dabo for Team Nigeria. I'm talking about the Super Eagles B team. And away from the CHAN tournament this morning, well, the West African Football Union Waffle Zone B has announced the group draws for the 2025 Women's Champions League qualifiers. And Nigeria's Women Football League champions Bayelsa Queens have been placed in Group B alongside Police Ladies of Ghana, the Police Ladies of Ghana, the Association de la Cosa of Togo, and Samneli FC of Benin Republic. While Group A features Asset Mimosa of Cote d'Ivoire, AS Garde of Niger Republic, and of course USFA of Burkina Faso. Bayelsa Queens ended rights to represent Nigeria after clinching the 2025 Super 6 playoff title. The tournament is scheduled to kick off on the 23rd of this month. So for Bayelsa Queens, they will have the Police Ladies of Ghana to trade tackles with, the Association de la Cosa of Togo, and of course the Sam Nelly FC of Benin Republic in Group B.